Hello Hank, hello Nerdfighteria. This is November 15th of 2015. It's pretty late at night, so I'm keeping my voice down. This room has very terrible soundproofing. I have a problem and I need your help. Well, actually, I really need your advice. So, first, some background of this problem. Syria. If you don't know much about that, there's a video by Hank, Syria Explained. Click here. I'm going to put annotation there. And Paris, there's another video by Hank, which is not really explaining what's happening, just his attitude towards it. But you probably know there's terrorist attack in Paris, and more than 100 people have died, maybe more. So the same related to Canada is Canada is accepting 25,000 Syrian refugees. I think they are going to do that. And some of my friends has been opposing this thing, and they kind of have a point. So there's this Chinese equivalence of social network. People post things on it. Okay, so my background is complicated. Just bear with it. What I'm saying they're posting is basically anyone, if they have the money, they can forge a Syrian identity because it's chaos in there, and people could take the identifying documents from the dead person and then sell it to other people. And maybe as long as they look like close enough, maybe people wouldn't recognize, or they can just forge it. Because when you have a country under chaos, things like that tend to happen. And that gave a legit way, a pliable way for the terrorist to get legally into, kind of legally into these Western countries that's accepting refugees. And if they won't, they are going to cause a lot of trouble, or they're just gonna go left unpunished, which is less of a concern, to be honest, compared to people dying and people really need help. Basically, the problem is, on the one hand, we have people dying and really need help, and on the other hand, there's this fear that terrorists is gonna come in and they're gonna do very terrible things. You know, in China, we have an idiom saying, if it's something you don't want, do not do it to others. If I am a refugee, if my country is under war, well, I'm Chinese, my country is People's Republic of China, let's say that. Maybe probably not, but let's say that. Then I'm probably going to seek refuge in Canada or Japan or whichever country that takes me. And if I got rejected because other people are using this thing to do bad things, then it's not my fault. Why do I have to suffer from it? But again, people if we allow this, people can really get on it. Because once you have a legit tunnel, then people will start to put more effort into doing this kind of thing. because they know for sure, well, pretty much for sure, they can get in and they can cause chaos, they can cause mayhem. So I'm kind of stumped. What do you think? What could we do? I mean, I'm not living in Canada, I'm currently living in Japan. It's complicated again. But I couldn't help but thinking, what could we do? What should I tell my friends in Canada? Is there something I can tell them? Maybe we could do that to solve the problem. Maybe they will tell other people, and maybe it will work. I know the chance of this working is pretty low, but let me know if you have anything. If you have something, anything, just write it in comments. Tell your friends. You don't have to leave it in comments. But just let me know. I would like to know. Thank you. And don't forget to be awesome.